Hi soulmates, welcome to my class, welcome to my channel. This is the Honest Fashion Academy. You are welcome. So today we're going to be learning how to make a handkerchief flare. Handkerchief flare can be anywhere, it can be on the sleeve, it can be on the skirt. Okay, so wherever you find it, I want to use this medium, this paper to explain it in such a way that you're going to understand it. Okay, so here is serving as my paper, and this is the yardage part of the fab. So here is the yardage, and this is the length. Okay, so what I'm going to do now to cut the fabric, the skirt that we want, I'm going to put these two selvage area together. I'm going to put these two, fold it over, assuming our fabric is by 60. I'm going to, of course, we're using a fabric of 60 inches length. That will help you to get a better length for your skirt. Ankara might not give you exactly what you want, so you use a fabric of 60. So once I have it, I'll now come over to this place to get the width of the skirt that I have. So here I'm going to measure, and I have 5 inches. Okay, so this 5 inches, I'm also going to measure it this way, 5 inches. Right, I'm going to multiply this into 2, so this is 5. I'll place my tape here and measure another 5. So basically this is what I have. Okay, so I'm going to, the first one is here, so I'm going to put this to match up with this. So this is 10 inches. So when I measure what I have here, it's going to give me 5 inches. Okay, 5 inches. So this part of the skirt is going to go out. So cut this part out and keep it aside. So what we have here is what we have here, is what we have here, is what we have here. So it's going to be in a block form. Now looking at this part, here is closed, here is closed. This is going to serve as our waistline. Now for the waist, we are going to take our hip, divide by 4. Okay, so whatever our hip, let's say 40 divided by 4, it's going to give us 10 inches. So on this line, this part, we're going to measure our 10 inches. So I'm going to keep my tape this way and measure the 10 inches that I want. So I now want to assume that I am actually measuring 10 inches. Okay, so this is my 10 inches. I'm going to keep it this way and mark. So whatever it gives me, here I have 1 inch. I'm also going to measure the same thing and mark it. Okay, now for the length of my elastic, depending on the length of the elastic that I am going to be using, I can choose to, this is 4 inches, so this will serve as my elastic. And from here, I'm also going to be measuring the 4 inches. So I will rule it this way, okay? And I will equally rule it this way. So this part is going to go out. So this is what they have in a square shape. So I'm going to cut this part out. Remember, it is our hip measurement that we use. So we have a 360 degree, and I'm going to cut it, one part of it open, so that the waist can actually size off. So this is what we have. You can see the way it is. You can see the way it is. You can see the way it is. So this is, you can see the way it is. So this is our handkerchief flay, right? Now the part that is going to be on top of this handkerchief flay, we're going to cut it out. Now, if you're going to be having a pocket by the sides, there will be no need cutting this back the way it is, except you're just going to keep it this way and cut by the side. Let it be into two places, so that when joining here, you're going to fix your pocket, and when joining here, you're going to fix your pocket. This is going to have an elastic, so there's no need for zipper, and there is actually no need for back slit. Okay, so for the parts that will be on top, the parts that we can tie, I want to tear this paper into two. We're going to cut a long piece of fabric, this way. Okay, something that is long for about 8 inches in width. Okay, so you're just going to attach it from this side, we're going to, because this is paper, it will not be easy for you to follow it this way. But if it is fabric, all you have to do is to start, locate the midpoint of this paper. This is actually the midpoint, so we're going to place the midpoint here. From here, sew it to the side, and from here, sew it to the side. Okay, the same applies to this part as well. This will come after we're finished fixing our pocket. After we are finished fixing our pocket, that is when we're going to be fixing this. And then after fixing this, that is when we're going to fix our elastic on this um, hole of the waist area. So the elastic is going to be the size of our waist minus 4 inches. So if your waist is 30 minus 4 inches is going to be 26. This will make it possible for you to hold you firmly on your waist area. Remember, the circumference here is our hip circumference, so that the hip can actually pass through, the waist can actually pass through the hip. So while putting the elastic, we make use of the waist circumference. Okay, so this is the drapes that we have at the top of the skirt. I hope this is making sense to you. I'm sorry I'm not doing an actual fabric sewing, because I didn't plan to sew the skirt. So this is an illustration of how you can achieve it. In case you've been watching the video and you've not been able to understand, this is going to help you to understand it even better. Okay, so you fix your elastic, and that is it. No part is going to be open again. Once you fix your bucket here, then you close all areas completely. So by the time you wear it, it's just going to come up. You can see the handkerchief effect on it. I hope this makes sense. Subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.